All right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again. The Black Queens of Ghana have played their second game in the Women's African Cup of Nations tournament that is ongoing, and unfortunately, Ghana Black Queens drew the game 1-1 with Mali, and that has put the Black Queens in a very difficult situation or position to qualify from the group. And we are going to bring you all the details. We are also going to, in fact, I'm sure the goals crown. It is just you are watching the goals right now. Just 2 goals from the game, very keenly contested game, and we will talk to you about the performance of some of the players. I think players like Evelyn Bedu and the rest, they have to sit up because these are players we trust. Doris Boadua money adie no masa na I don't know enimguasie abba, because I really thought that the Black Queens of Ghana were going to win the second game versus Mali. I thought that they were going to win comfortably, and then we will go and pick the maximum 3 points versus Tanzania. We went up by 1-0 at a halftime, and then second half they came to equalize, and we just couldn't do anything about it again, and the game ended. Now, the Black Queens played well, but it wasn't enough because we needed all the 3 points. And the reasoning is very simple. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, select all, do well to share the video also to your friends and other sports groups you are in. Okay, now very simple. Now Mali is having 4 points. In fact, South Africa and Tanzania will be playing in the evening at 7 p.m. South Africa versus Tanzania will be coming on. They will be playing in the group now, and South Africa will beat Tanzania. They will beat Tanzania and qualify from the group. They will be the second team to qualify. Together with Nigeria. Nigeria have already qualified in the other group. So if South Africa beat Tanzania, they have 6 points. They've qualified to the next stage of the competition. Mali is now having 3 points because they beat Tanzania in the first game. So they have 3 points. They having 4 points. Sorry. They beat Tanzania in the first game, got 3 points, and now they've drew 1-1 with Ghana. So they have 4 points. Ghana is having 1 point in the group and Tanzania 0 as it stands now. But based on my projections, I'm expecting South Africa to beat Tanzania. So Tanzania will stay at 0 points. Ghana will be 1 point. Mali will be 4 points. And then South Africa will be 6 points. The difficulty Black Queens have placed all of us in is that in the last game where Ghana Black Queens will be playing versus Tanzania, I am very 100% assured that Black Queens will beat Tanzania. There is no 2 ways about that. Ghana will beat Tanzania in the last game of the group. So we will go 4 points. But again, Mali will be playing versus South Africa. At that time, South Africa would have qualified. Do you get what I'm saying? South Africa would have qualified already. So will they play that game with all seriousness? I don't think so. Because the next competition, the next round is there for them. Okay, the next round is there for them to compete, and I don't think that they are going to be playing the last round of games with all seriousness versus Mali. Now, even with that, if South Africa is supposed to beat Mali, let's say they beat Mali 2-0, Ghana Black Queens must beat Tanzania more than 1 goal because Mali beat them 1-0. So if we beat Tanzania like 2-0, 3-0, then South Africa must also beat Mali. Don't forget, Mali would need just a point to qualify from the group. They will need just a point because right now they are 4 points. If they go 5 points, there is no way Ghana Black Queens can catch them. So in their last game versus South Africa, they will need just 1 point from the game. If they're able to get 1 point, no matter what happens in the game versus Black Queens and Tanzania, Black Queens will be out together with Tanzania. Do you get the point? But if Mali lose the game to South Africa, they will be watching the Black Queens game and hoping that the Black Queens will not win versus Mali. And if Black Queens are able to, versus Tanzania, and if Black Queens are able to beat Tanzania, let's say 2-0, 3-0, then they will have the chance to qualify ahead of Mali on goals difference in the day. Do you get it? Yes. So I don't know. Right now, we have to just hope that Mali will lose to South Africa and will lose big because Ghana lost 2-0 to South Africa. If Ghana South Africa beats Mali like 1-0 and Ghana wins 1-0 versus Tanzania, still Mali will qualify. Do you get a point? Still Mali will qualify with goals, goals for Nayade, what I say, So it's a very difficult situation the Black Queens have put us to be. They should have won the game versus Mali today, and then in the last game they will just need to beat Tanzania and qualify. But it was just not unfortunate for them to do so, and we are waiting for the last round of games to see if the Black Queens of Ghana will be able to qualify to the next stage of the competition. Let's move on and talk to you about Mohammed Kudus. He signed for Tottenham HOTSPUR yesterday. From yesterday until now, Tottenham HOTSPUR just cannot stop talking about the Black Stars player Mohammed Kudus. They've been posting and all of that. And Mohammed Kudus, in his very first interview with Tottenham HOTSPUR, he said that the Tottenham HOTSPUR fans are not ready for what he brings on board, because he brings a lot of dribbles, take-ons. He makes sure that when they come to the stadium, they will be happy, because he's going to dribble and score goals also and do very well. So Mohammed Kudus was speaking about that, and he says that they are just not ready for what he brings on board. Ghana's former Ghana Black Stars player, Lai Kingston, has said that even though the move to Tottenham Hotspur is a very good one for the Black Stars player Mohammed Kudus, he thinks that he could have gotten a very bigger club than Tottenham Hotspur in the shape of Chelsea or some other clubs. Let's listen to the player.
From West Ham to Tottenham.
Yeah, for me, I think it's one step in his career.
All right.
West Ham and then Tottenham.
Yes.
Tottenham is among the top four. West Ham always struggle in
playing European football as well.
Playing European
Champions
football
League
as well. So for me, I think it's a one step in his career.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to go to bigger clubs,
like Chelsea.
Like Chelsea in order to.
There's a notion that he doesn't want to leave London.
I think for me, Kudus should be in the club. Kudus should be in the club that will compete.
All right.
To win trophies.
Sure.
You know, Tottenham is a very big club, one of the big clubs in the Premier League. But I will prefer seeing him in one of the clubs that will be competing for bigger trophies. I think that's what is going to make him big. If you look at Michael Essien's career, he was lucky he was in Chelsea at the time that Chelsea is dominating the world.
Yes.
So for me, I would love to see him, but I think it's a one.
All right, yeah. So that is Lai Kingston saying that even though Tottenham is a bigger club than West Ham, Mohammed Kudus could have gone to another club that is way bigger than Tottenham Hotspur, because at his stage of his career, he needs a club that will try to win trophies and not just any club like Spurs. Now let's move on and talk to you about Sporty FM journalist also breaking down that if you are the most expensive Ghanaian player, doesn't mean you are the best player of Ghana abroad. So he was speaking in relation to this Mohammed Kudus new club, and he being now the most expensive Ghanaian player. What he said are facts. That one there is true, and especially I agree with the part that Mohammed Kudus should live to the fee. You see, you are the most expensive player. It is good. It is all good. Now you have to live to the fee. When Michael Essien was the most expensive Ghanaian player, when Chelsea bought him from Lyon, he lived to the billing. He showed everyone why he cost that amount of money. Went on to win competitive trophies near the idea. On the field of play itself, Michael Essien was a machine. The Bison was a machine, doing very well in his role assigned to him. Thomas Partey too, when he became the most expensive player, Ghanaian player at some point in time, when he moved from Bilbao, Atletico Madrid to Arsenal, he also showed in the Arsenal colours that he's a very quality player all through the 5 years. But for injuries in some of the years, Thomas Partey always showed that he's a quality player. Even, in fact, Arsenal wanted to extend his contract for him, but because of they couldn't agree on this thing, and that is why he didn't extend. So it tells you that if you are the most expensive player at some point in time you have to live to the bidding. And that one I agree with Raymond.
The most expensive player in Ghanaian history does not mean you are the best Ghanaian player abroad. No, let's, for the avoidance of doubt.
Okay, fine.
The fact that you are the most expensive player doesn't necessarily mean you are the best player out there. You have to go and justify this price tag.
He has to justify it.
Of course. He has to justify this price tag. And he has to prove to everybody that indeed Tottenham spent £55 million on me because they saw my potential, they saw my talent, they saw my skill set, and felt that, look, bringing me to this club, I'll move them to the next level. So for Kudus to do what Michael Essien did, become a Michael Essien at Chelsea,
Yes.
he has to justify that price tag. Okay. So for a very long time, Michael Essien was on top of the tree. And he backed that price tag with the kind of performances we saw him put out for Chelsea on the field. Okay. So Kudus Mohammed, having gone into that position, would have to justify this price tag.
Okay.
Partey at Arsenal, largely, but for injuries, anytime Partey was on the pitch, you could tell this was a quality player. And Arsenal would say, well,
all right, yes, so that is the view of Raymond, and I'm sure you also agree. But for me, I have no doubt that Kudus will live to the bill, and me, I have no doubt. If you look at the players Tottenham Hotspur are even buying at this point in time, and I also trust the manager on the touchline. That's one of the reasons I said Mohammed Kudus should join Tottenham, because the manager there, Thomas Frank, has shown in the past few years in the Premier League that he's a very, very good manager and a very, very competitive manager who is able to even turn Aboga Yam with some money, Cristiano God money, they were nobody, so they were nobody. It's just the manager who crafted a certain formation there for them to thrive and score a lot of goals here and there. So I have no doubt that Mohammed Kudus is going to thrive at us Tottenham, and he's going to live to the billing as the most expensive Ghanaian player that the Ghana team or nation has had. Those are the updates we decided to bring you here on this channel, Sports 7GH. Do what to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and select all.